If you examine official documents issued by the Government of India today, you will find dates recorded using the national calendar. This timeline is called the Saka era, and it begins in the year 78 AD. But the foundational timeline for modern India was not created by a native Indian dynasty. It was established by King Kanishka, the leader of a group of Central Asian nomads known as the Yuezhi or Tokhari. Originally, the Yuezhi were a fractured tribe split into 5 clans on the steppes. Under Kujula Codphysis, one clan, the Kushans, violently united the factions. They pushed aggressively southward, establishing dual capitals in Peshawar and Mathura. Curious, which leaves us with a historical paradox. How did a splintered group of rugged horseback nomads transform into a sophisticated empire capable of minting the purest gold in ancient Indian history? The answer lies in geography. King Kanishka took physical control of the Silk Road's central nexus. The Kushans didn't invent the silk flowing from China. They acted as middlemen. By monopolizing military security across this trade route, they extracted huge wealth from international merchants. This influx of capital quickly reached the local economy. The Kushans minted millions of copper coins to handle everyday domestic transactions across northern India. But to understand their economic dominance, look at their royal currency. This gold coin features the stamped image of a bearded Kushan king. Its metallurgical purity is staggering, with gold quality exceeding even the later coins of the famous Gupta Empire. Kanishka engineered a geopolitical toll booth, and he used the resulting flood of cash to fund a massive intellectual expansion. With the Silk Road filling the treasury, Kanishka invited the greatest minds of the ancient world directly into his court. Among them was Charaka, the royal physician. He authored the Charaka Samhita, a text that became the foundation of Ayurvedic medicine. This historical manuscript page shows a human anatomical diagram surrounded by dense Sanskrit text. The Charaka Samhita was massive in scale, divided into 8 distinct sections and 120 chapters, serving as a comprehensive encyclopedia of Indian clinical medicine. The court also hosted the philosopher Nagarjuna, a scholar whose work was so advanced he is frequently referred to today as the Einstein of India. In his text, the Madhyamika Sutra, Nagarjuna proposed early theoretical frameworks regarding relativity, centuries before the concept entered modern physics. This concentration of scientific and philosophical breakthroughs was the direct byproduct of an empire wealthy enough to look past daily survival and invest in hard science. Trade routes carry merchants, but they also carry ideas. Embracing this, Kanishka hosted the Fourth Buddhist Council in Kundalvan, Kashmir, chaired by the brilliant scholar Vasumitra. This council formally solidified the Mahayana sect of Buddhism, which Kanishka personally adopted and promoted. Armed with the imperial treasury, this new religious fervor triggered a massive construction boom of monumental stone architecture across the empire. Workshops began blending Indian spiritual subjects with imported Greek aesthetic techniques. You can see this in the Gandhara school of art, immediately recognizable by the realistic drapery and toga-like folds carved into the gray stone. Meanwhile, the Mathura art school developed in the empire's second capital, a major hub for textile production. The artists here carved native Indian features out of striking local red sandstone. Kanishka absorbed global influences at every level. He adopted the prestigious Chinese title Devaputra, or Son of Heaven, projecting his authority to foreign merchants. The Kushans operated as a massive cultural forge. They melted down Greek art, Chinese political strategy, and Indian religion to create an entirely new, globally connected aesthetic. Eventually, the military dominance cracked. Kanishka died around 102 AD, and his successors suffered heavy defeats, most notably against the Chinese general Pen Chao. After the reign of their final major ruler, Vasudeva, the physical empire collapsed. The Yuezhi nomads' descendants simply dissolved back into the harsh landscape. Yet the invisible structures they built remained intact. The clinical diagnostics of Charaka and the philosophical frameworks of Nagarjuna are still studied today. Even the definitive visual representation of the Buddha, recognized immediately around the world, was largely prototyped by artists operating in Kushan workshops. Today, every time the government of India references the official Saka calendar, they are relying on a system initiated by an outsider. The Kushan Empire proves that true. lasting historical weight is rarely built by closing borders. It is built by standing at the crossroads of the world, embracing the exchange of ideas.